You didn't land here by accident. You didn't press play because of idle curiosity or random chance. Something far deeper is at work. Something is stirring in the unseen. Right now, in this very moment, there is movement in the spirit realm. The fact that these words are reaching you before July 10th, 2025 is no coincidence. It is not routine. It is not random. This is a divine interruption. This is heaven breaking through the noise, whispering into your chaos. Stop. Listen. I am speaking to you. There is a trembling in the spirit, a weight, a holy urgency pressing through time and space to get your attention. Something is shifting, something is about to be revealed. A veil is thinning, a gate is unlocking, but not for everyone, only for those who are watching, for those who are ready to respond. This is not just about a breakthrough coming your way. This is about you being shaped, stretched, and prepared for what God is about to pour out. And this moment, this very message is part of that preparation. Don't look away. Don't scroll past. Every word is being breathed with intention. Because what comes next will either pass over you or it will propel you into your next season. The difference will be in how you respond right now. If you've been exhausted, confused, spiritually dry, or stuck in a cycle that feels impossible to escape, hear this. There is a divine alignment unfolding. And if you turn aside now, you won't just miss words. You'll miss an encounter that was designed to reset everything. This moment is sacred. This moment is heavy with heaven's presence. Don't let distraction steal what was meant to heal. Don't let noise drown out what was meant to ignite. I feel the fire of the Spirit moving, ready to release prophetic clarity, direction, healing, and restoration. All of it is available, but only if you lean in. Stay here. Listen. Heaven is still speaking. You've been crying out in secret, asking for answers, for confirmation, for a sign that God still sees you. This is that sign. You've been wondering if the silence meant absence, but the silence was preparation. The delay was not denial, it was divine orchestration. And now, the pause is breaking. The season is shifting. Heaven is leaning in, and you are being called to attention. The Spirit is not speaking to entertain your emotions, He is speaking to awaken your assignment. There is a commissioning happening even now. Something in you is being stirred that you didn't know was asleep. Old dreams are being resurrected. Hidden identity is being unearthed. What you thought was lost is not lost, it was planted. And now it's beginning to break the surface. But here's the warning. If you treat this moment like every other moment, you will miss the weight of what is being released. This is not casual. This is not optional. This is sacred ground. And heaven does not waste words. You are being drawn not by hype, not by emotion, but by the Spirit of the living God who is calling you to remember who you are and what you carry. This is not just a message to inspire. It's a mirror. It's a trumpet. It's a key. And you have to decide what you will do with it. Will you pause? Will you respond? Will you yield? Because this kind of encounter doesn't come often. This kind of alignment comes once in a generation. And for those who respond, everything changes. Clarity comes, cycles break, vision returns, healing flows. There is oil on this moment, oil for the dry places, oil for the weary soul, oil for the calling you almost gave up on. And if you stay, if you receive, you will not leave the same way you came. The Spirit is moving. The fire is falling. And heaven is still speaking. There is a holy hush right now, a stillness that demands reverence. Can you feel it? The kind of stillness that precedes the storm of glory. The kind of silence that speaks louder than noise. Don't rush past it. Don't let your mind wander. Because in this silence, God is downloading strategy. He's whispering things your spirit has been aching to hear. But it won't be shouted over the chaos. It will come to the one who lingers. You've been busy, distracted, pulled in 100 directions. But now, the Lord is calling you back to the secret place, not out of obligation, but because that's where the oil flows. That's where identity is restored. That's where battles are won before they ever start. You've been fighting in the natural what was meant to be conquered in the spirit. And this moment, this pause, is your invitation back into alignment. He's not calling you just to be inspired. He's calling you to be ignited, to rise up in the authority He placed in you before you were formed in the womb. There are things breaking off of you right now: fear, confusion, the weight of false identities. God is doing in seconds what years of striving couldn't accomplish. That's what happens when He steps in. That's what happens when heaven interrupts. But here's the truth. This is not just for your comfort. It's for your calling. This encounter is not just to bless you. It's to awaken what's in you for the sake of others. You've been marked for impact. And the fire falling on you now is not just for your healing, it's for your sending. It's for your family, for your city, for a generation waiting for someone who will carry the real thing. So stand in it. Don't shrink back. Don't analyze this moment, yield to it. Heaven doesn't need your perfection, it wants your surrender. The presence of God is moving, and all He asks is that you say yes. A full, undistracted, heart wide open yes. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because what's coming after July 10th will require the oil you receive today. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time for what heaven is about to release. This is not just about a date. It's about a divine window, a moment in time charged with supernatural purpose. July 10th is not a deadline, it is a doorway. And heaven is beckoning you to walk through it fully awake, fully surrendered, fully aligned. The distractions that once felt normal will no longer satisfy. The excuses that used to work will feel hollow. Because you've seen too much now. You've heard too much. You've tasted something holy and it's ruined you for anything less. There is a remnant rising, not the loudest, not the most visible, but the most surrendered. They are the ones who don't need a stage, just His presence. They are the ones who say yes in private before they are ever called in public. They are the ones who are being refined in the fire right now, not to be destroyed, but to be forged. And if you're still here, still listening, still feeling the tug in your spirit, it's because you are one of them. This is your moment to respond with your whole heart. No more half measures, no more spiritual survival mode. The Spirit is calling you out of the shallows and into the deep, into consecration, into obedience, into intimacy, and from that place into impact. The days of wandering are over. The season of confusion is closing. The fog is lifting. The voice of the Lord is coming like a clarion call. Come up higher. Let Him mark you. Let Him break what needs breaking. Let Him rebuild what needs rebuilding. There is oil flowing for those who will make space. There is fresh fire for those who will lay down their own plans. And what begins in these sacred moments will echo into every corner of your life, your relationships, your calling, your atmosphere. Nothing will remain untouched. Now that you've heard, you are accountable for what has been awakened. This word is not just something to feel, it's something to carry, something to steward. The oil that's falling isn't for entertainment, it's for endurance. It's for the long road ahead. You are being equipped for something weighty, something eternal. Heaven isn't interested in fleeting moments, it's building legacy through you. Let the tears fall if they must. Let the silence linger if it needs to. You're not being rushed. You're being rewired. The spirit is going deeper than surface wounds. He's touching the roots, the places you've hidden, the questions you never said out loud. And still, he says, I want all of you, not the version you've performed, not the mask you wear in front of others, the real you, the bruised one, the tired one, the one barely holding on. That's the one he's anointing. That's the one he's calling higher. This is where things change. From this moment forward, there's a line in the sand. You may not feel it all at once, but something inside you has shifted. You'll pray differently, worship differently, hear differently, because the veil has thinned and now you've seen too much to go back. The atmosphere around your life is being redefined, not by your own might, but by the Spirit of God who has chosen this exact moment to pour himself out on you. So walk out of this moment with boldness, not with fear, not with hesitation, but with the confidence of someone who has heard the whisper of God and said yes. You have been seen. You have been summoned. You have been set apart, and what was spoken in the secret place is about to manifest in public places. Be faithful. Stay ready. Burn bright. Because what's coming after this will require everything he's just placed inside of you. This is not just the end of a message, it is the beginning of movement. What God started in these moments is meant to ripple far beyond this time and place. You are stepping into something that eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, and minds haven't imagined. But your spirit knows. It recognizes the weight of what has been deposited. You may not have all the answers. You may not feel qualified. But God has never looked for the most qualified. He looks for the most available. And you've made yourself available. That alone moves his heart. That alone opens heaven. You've said yes in a world that says maybe. You've stood still when distraction begged you to move. And for that, something eternal has shifted. Don't wait for perfect circumstances. Don't look for signs in the sky. You've already received what you need, a word, a fire, a call. From here, go forward with trembling confidence. Go with oil in your lamp and fire in your bones. Speak what he tells you to speak. Love who he tells you to love. Build what he tells you to build. And when the weight feels heavy, return to this place, this altar in your spirit, and remember the encounter. This moment was holy. It was real. And it was yours. Never let the noise of life talk you out of what God whispered in clarity. Never let delay make you doubt what was done in a divine instant. You were visited by the Spirit of the living God, and nothing, not hell, not time, not fear can undo what heaven has begun. Take a breath right now, not just in your body, but in your spirit. Let it settle in. Let the noise fade. Let your soul exhale. What was just released into you isn't fleeting, it's seed, and seed grows in stillness. Don't rush out of this moment. Don't just return to routine. Stay soft, stay open. Something eternal has been planted. There is glory resting on your life now. You may not see it in the mirror. You may not feel it in your emotions. But in the spirit there is a glow, a mark, a residue of heaven. It's the kind that lingers when you've been close to fire. You have been with him. And even if you go back to the same room, the same job, the same people, you are no longer the same. The shift has already begun. Keep listening, keep leaning in. Let the Holy Spirit continue the conversation. He speaks in the in-between, in the quiet moments after the music stops, in the car, in the kitchen, in the middle of your night. The same voice that met you here will walk with you there. Don't box this encounter into one moment. Let it overflow into every moment. And when the enemy comes to accuse you, distract you, or make you doubt, remind him of this truth: you were chosen. You were spoken to. You were marked in fire. Heaven found you and called you worthy of visitation. You didn't imagine this. You didn't make it up. You were called. And what God starts, he finishes. So here we are, at the edge of a new thing, a new era, a new level of surrender. May your ears remain open. May your spirit remain hungry. And may your life bear the evidence of what God spoke today. This was a divine interruption, but it will become your new direction. You will walk with a new awareness, not as one trying to earn approval, but as one already approved. You will not strive to be seen because you have already been seen by the only eyes that matter. Heaven has affirmed you. The Spirit has overshadowed you. And now the atmosphere around your life carries weight. It carries assignment. You are no longer wandering, you are being led. You are no longer reaching in the dark, you are being illuminated. What was cloudy is becoming clear. What felt delayed is now accelerating, not because of force, but because of flow. You are moving in sync with the rhythm of heaven. You are no longer reactive, you are prophetic. You are no longer surviving, you are advancing. I declare that fear will no longer govern your decisions. The fear of failure, the fear of man, the fear of not being enough, it breaks now. Heaven has settled your identity. Your value is not up for negotiation. You carry something eternal. And from this point forward, your obedience will unlock doors that effort never could. Every space you step into will feel the difference. Because the kingdom does not come with loud announcements, but with authority. Quiet, weighty authority. And you will carry it not because you earned it, but because you yielded. You gave God your yes, and now he's giving you his oil. So lift your head. Stand in your place. Wear your mantle. This was not an emotional moment, it was a spiritual transaction. You didn't just listen to a word, you became one. A living word, a walking encounter, a carrier of glory. And now you are sent, not by man, but by God. Sent into your family, sent into your calling, sent into the broken places, sent into the ordinary, carrying the extraordinary. This was never about a platform. This was always about presence. And now that presence goes with you. You have been interrupted so you could be ignited. You have been ignited so you could be released. Go, like, comment and subscribe.